Hello there and welcome along to Hive Live Extra, your place for exclusive reaction and analysis following the goalless draw tonight at the Den between Millwall and Watford. Here with me in the studio to talk through the game, I'm joined once more by the former Hornets strikers, Tommy Mooney and Will Hoskins. Tommy, we'll come straight to you, fresh from commentary duty. Now, you've commentated on a few 0-0s this season. Where does that one rank?
I think it was more frustrating than disappointing. Yes, we wanted to win the game, and they were there for the taking. And with the exception of one header at Daniel Bachmann's goal that hit the post, I think we certainly had the lion's share of the chances. And perhaps more disappointing that we didn't take those chances, because we could have been 3 or 4-0 up at half time. And for me, I felt they were good chances as well. Yeah,
Will, I think when you look at the stats, you know, Watford did create enough perhaps in that game to have got all 3 points, 13 shots, 5 on target with 8 corners. But at the same time, it's just important that you don't come away from those matches empty-handed.
Yeah, I feel like the lads will be disappointed that they didn't come away with 3 points, but I think when they reflect on it, they'll know that going to that game against Millwall in them conditions, and when it's a game like that and you're under the cushion, nothing's going your way, it doesn't seem to be going in, you sometimes have that in the back of your mind, is this going to be the night that they get a last minute winner? And it didn't happen, and it's a good point, I think, sometimes, but obviously I should imagine they'll feel disappointed.
Well, we'll have more analysis from both Will and Tommy shortly, but time now to head pitch side at the Den, and we can speak to the Hornets midfielder Tom Cleverley. Tom, it was a tough night, wasn't it? It's a tough place to go to, the Den. You also had the conditions to contend with as well. How pleased are you with the point, or is there an air of disappointment that it wasn't more?
No, I'm not pleased at all, to be honest. And that's a dressing room in there feels a bit like a defeat. I thought first half especially we created some decent openings and we looked threatening from set pieces in the first hour, and yeah, we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. So we're disappointed with that. It's definitely 2 points lost, and yeah, we have to move on.
On the flip side, though, I don't know whether you felt as time went on, perhaps it just wasn't your night. How important is it that you don't come away from games like that empty-handed?
Yeah, I think when I look back on it, it's not the worst result, but right now it feels pretty sore. We want to be in the top 2 spots, and yeah, these are the sort of games that you have to win to do that and achieve our goals. So yeah, I feel more at the minute 2 points lost than 1 point gained.
Yeah, I can really sense the disappointment in your voice, but you know, you've touched on it there, those all-important top 2 spots. Well, as it stands, Watford are in them. We are now second by a point, and I suppose you have to look at the bigger picture, 10 points from 12, and you know, it's still been a really positive last 10 days on the whole.
Yeah, if someone offered us 10 points in these next 4 games, then we'd have taken it, yeah. It's just disappointing when we get our first three match winning run together that we can't make it 4, and then going into a home game where we've been brilliant. But no, listen, we're back to work tomorrow, and yeah, we know there's a long way still to go, and as long as you're in the top 2 spots come the last day of the season, then that's your job done. So we're not going to be too harsh on ourselves.
Yeah, and listen, whilst the winning run's over, you're still unbeaten, so lots to take forward into Monday's game against QPR, where you've been so brilliant at home.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, we'll be confident going into any home game. The away form, we know we need to improve, but yeah, any game at the Vic, we've got real confidence at the minute. We've got the best home record in the league, and we hope that continues. All
right, we'll leave it there, Tom. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much.
So, safe to say, a bit of a disappointed Tom Cleverley speaking exclusively to Hive Live there. And with that now, we can head pitch side once more to the Den and hear from the head coach, Xisco Muñoz. Xisco, that's 10 points from a possible 12 available. Just how tough was it tonight at the Den?
Yeah, Emma, today was a tough game, and was difficult because the pitch was a little bit or bad, but I'm happy with the guys because they give a good performance. It was a good ambition. Every time we have to control the game, I think we are improving, and this is more better for us.
Yeah, you talk about the ambition of your Watford side tonight. 13 shots, 5 on target, 8 corners. So lots of attacking threat and chances being created. I suppose you'll be disappointed, though, that we couldn't score a goal this evening?
Oh, every time I think we work very hard and we have good intensity and high intensity. And I think today our player was like a gladiators because they work very hard. They have chance, and sometimes happen in the football, And but the most important, we had the chance, and we need to continue.
And equally, it's very important that you don't lose these kinds of games and that you do manage to take at least 1 point.
Yes, of course. The most important is the team continue improving, and we take this point, and now we have another game at home, and we need to take these 3 points. And I know all the games is difficult, and but I think we are in good direction.
Yeah, before we talk about the QPR game and look ahead, one final question for you about tonight. At half-time, you and Troy Deeney, you looked a bit animated, a little bit unhappy with the referee. What was happening there?
Well, I don't know if you checking TV or not, but when I was in the pitch, I feel it was 2 times penalty, but I don't know if it's... if it was like this or not, because in my side it was difficult. But also the referee today, I think, no help us. But doesn't matter. The referee is one part of the game, and we need. I repeat before. I'm happy with the guys because they give everything, and we need to continue. And doesn't matter nothing with the referees.
Well, let's focus on the future now. Watford up to 2nd in the table, and you now have a week with your players to prepare for that game against QPR.
Yeah, I think we have a good time for prepare the next game. Also for recovery the guys, because they have a big fort for the last 2 weeks, and. Because we can continue, and we have give a little work with the trainings,
Okay, Xisco, we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining us and for your time, and we'll see you on Monday. Well, you can hear the disappointment, Tommy, in Tom's voice, can't you? That came across loud and clear. But apart from the bigger picture and the fact that we have moved up to 2nd, were there any positives in tonight's game that you wanted to highlight?
I think the fact that we created opportunities without playing particularly well. I think Sarr had a chance, Chalobah had a chance, and Gray had a good chance where we either just didn't hit the target, or we snatched at it, or took the shot on too late. So when you're playing well, creating chances is normal. When you're not playing so well, which tonight I think we found it difficult on the pitch against a very staunch Millwall defence. I think the fact that we still created chances is a positive.
Yeah, and I suppose you just have to take that forward into the QPR game, Will, and just make sure we do exactly the same again, but this time hit the target as well.
Yeah, no, like Tommy said, creating chances is one of the hardest things sometimes, and then it's even harder converting them. But when it's going against you, you're not even creating them, but we are, and that's a positive we need to take to QPR.
Yeah. And another big plus point, I've mentioned it already, our position in the table. We are 2nd, Tommy. We're there. I mean, it was only a few weeks ago, I think we were 6th, almost hovering around 7th, but they have managed to clamber their way back up, and now we're in those vital automatic promotion places. Granted, still a while to go, but it's there.
Yeah, I think obviously having 9 points out of 3 games is fantastic, and it almost gives you a free hit tonight. But also to take a point away from the Den with a clean sheet, certainly, like Tom said, 10 points from 12 you would have taken 10 days ago.
Yeah, and we've looked at the fixture list for February. There's plenty of games. Well, if you get a night like tonight, the beauty of it is soon enough there's another game that comes. But actually, another positive as well, which we should mention, is Xisco will have some time now with these players, which he's not really had so far.
Yeah, no, I think they've set a high standard now, the boys, and that'll show tonight in their frustrations that they've not come away with the 3 points. So they'll take the creativity onto the training pitch and maybe look into how they can just up that another level in sort of converting them chances.
Yeah. Well, we have mentioned the QPR game there, so just a reminder once more, that is on Monday evening right here on Hive Live. 7:45 kick-off, and we will have 45 minutes of build-up for you on watfordfc.com/Hive Live. So we look forward to seeing you then. Likewise, Tommy, we'll see you on Monday evening. And Will, thanks for coming in. I'm sure we'll see you again soon. And we'll see you, yes, on Monday night. So for now, the Hornets' unbeaten run continues. And fingers crossed we can get back to winning ways against QPR. We'll see you then.
If you enjoyed that, you'll love this.